Alright guys, next thing we're going to do, we need to get this sight, or this light channel built up to where we can pull it out. Hair dryer, heat gun, modeling heat guns work great, that's what we use. We're going to heat this up. Do not let this sit still. You're going to burn your Kydex. You'll take that cool little finish off of it. Keep it moving as you're heating it up. This is going to be loud, so I can't really talk while it's going on. So all we're going to do is we're going to start moving the heat gun. We're going to keep flipping this over and doing both sides until you can press on it and put your finger in it. At that point, you'll be ready to start working that out of there. Notice the gun at this point right here on the ejection port's got a good lip. We don't want to take that out just yet. If you can't get the gun out, you're going to need to at this point. So if it's deep enough that it's holding the gun in there, just as you're heating it up, heat that up too, so it'll slide as it comes out. So we're going to heat this up. As you're heating this up, this heat gun, keep it moving. If you leave it sit still, you're going to screw up your Kydex. We don't want that. We don't want our Kydex melted. And what I mean by melted, you see the grain in here. If you hold this just still, you see that burn mark? That's what you're trying not to do. That's why you got to keep it moving. It'll heat it up. Take a little while. Don't be impatient. Keep pressing on the Kydex. That's not a burn mark, that's just moistness from my fingers. Somebody says, well, aren't you going to take all the definition out? You're going to take some of it out, there's no choice. Starting to get a little bit moist. Flip it over, do some to the other side. Now if you got a polymer gun and you're doing this, try real hard not to be heating up the pistol grip. I suggest, like, you know, the Smith M&P series have metal magazines. That works great. You know, the Glocks have that metal lined body, and it's okay to use a magazine in there. I wouldn't leave your ammunition in. Seriously, I wouldn't. Doesn't mean you can't. Notice I'm not heating up down here where we got that nice finish mold around the light. We're not worried. I don't need to do that. All right, you can see it start to raise. Now we're getting there. Flip this other side over. That other side started to raise up a little bit naturally. That's perfect. I'm just heating up the area that I need the light to slide through. I'm not heating up down here where I got all that really good definition that gives the holster that cool look. And you got to keep going over and over and over. Just because I got this to raise, it'll go back to not being soft fairly quick, especially my basement's not that warm. So I'm working in a pretty cold environment down here. Or chilly, I should say, not cold. Alright, now I think I got it pretty close. So all we're going to do now is pull it. See that light channel building? I hope you can. We're going to pull that gun out. You may have to do this several times to get it exactly where you want it. I like to pull it out, kind of press down on it a little bit, get that channel to start to look really nice. Need to heat that up again. You're going to have to do this numerous times. One thing about these heat guns, if you haven't learned, they've got just a fan setting. Do not take your heat guns and just shut them off. Because if you do, you're going to burn that element out. You're going to have to go buy another $20 or $30 heat gun. So when you set it down to work, either leave it on heat or stick it on that cool mode. That's what I do. I do it naturally now. It just happens. But so stick it on that cool mode and cool it down for about a minute or two before you shut it off. So now we're going to pull this out and kind of work with it with our fingers and form a little bit of a rail. We want that rail to mold as it comes back to the point where it's ready to come out of the holster. See it forming out there. This nice straight line. It's going to give me a nice even channel on the way out. Plenty of room for our laser that we just happen to have on this. I am going to use the laser to help grab the gun. So now I need to work on this side a little more. See, we got this dimper right here. You're not a sissy if you need to wear gloves to do this. You're heating this up to a couple hundred degrees again, so it sucks. Follow that channel. Keep it warm. Get it warmed up. You can notice my, just from handling it, my soap marks are leaving, so if you were worried about them for some reason, don't be. Alright, we're starting to move again. Again, pull it out, get it to start forming that channel. That light's going to run out. Can you guys probably get some sticks and all that other garbage? And yeah, I'm sure you can. I don't do it. I don't know how to tell you to do it. If you're going to do it and form your light channel with sticks or whatever, then you're going to have to do that with somebody else's videos, because mine aren't. So, alright, now first thing I want to tell you is we've got the gun a little bit loose in there. See it wiggling? We'll fix that, don't worry. But you have to know where you can fix that. We got that good positive lock, pretty good. Now you got to remember, when you put rivets in the bottom of this, you're going to stiffen it up. Just grabbing the back and I've stiffened it up exponentially. So I know that when I rivet it, it's going to be a little bit tighter. So don't sweat that yet. So what we got now is a holster that the gun slides in and out of really well. Next thing I'm going to do, and this is light as hell, so I'm not going to even have you on here. I'm going to max up these edges and get my straight lines up and down the holster with belt sander. If you don't have a belt sander, I've got a tabletop bench belt sander over here. I think I paid 40 bucks for them. They are belt sander's handy piece of equipment to have anyway. But otherwise, you're going to have to sit and do this all sanding by hand. I'm doing it with a belt sander. Notice where we're cutting the bottom, we got our little channel here for debris and dirt. That's going to end up being straight across somewhere in there. This line I need to take a little bit out at the bottom. It's not quite square. This one I'm going to need to take a little bit out at the bottom. It's not quite square. So I've got square over here. Like I said, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me or see me do this anyway. It's dark over in that corner. But I'm going to straighten it up with the belt sander. At this point, if you're sanding by hand, that's fine. Just remember, you can't take sandpaper on your fingers. You're just going to follow grooves. You need a block of wood or something to do it. So I'm going to go true up these edges, get it kind of square. That's where we'll start on the next video, because that's where everybody else that didn't build a light is going to come back in.